All right, it's some 25 minutes after 8. Let's talk some Kwesi Appiah. Let's talk the Blasters. And I've got the perfect gentleman to have this discussion with. Mr. Frank Nelson is executive member of the Ghana Football Association. He was in that meeting yesterday that finally confirmed Mr. Appiah as the Black Stars coach. Good morning to you. All right. Also, we have a former Black Stars defender, Mr. Sam Foyo Johnson. We're happy to have him here on the show today. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You wanted Mr. Abraham Grant out, and he is. But is this the replacement that you were hoping we would get?
Yeah.
Kwesi Appiah?
Yeah.
This is his second coming, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so why Kwesi Appiah?
It's Kwesi Appiah because, you know, when you have been there before, you know what is there. So when you are coming back, you know how to do your things too. I mean, do what is right. All the wrongs that you did, you need to change it and make it right. And if you see what is going on now in the country, maybe the other local coaches, none of them is, I mean, ready to go for it. I can say that. Maybe if the FA choose them, they will go. You can even see the when they ask everybody to bring their applications, nobody go there. It's only, I think, only one old Kukudazi who brought his, I mean, application. So you can see clearly that none of them want to go there. So Kwesi Appiah still have that confidence, and he's a Ghanaian. No matter what happens, he thinks if he come back, he can do things right. And I support him for that, and he's back, and my dream comes true, let me put it that way.
Mr. Nelson, I was following you. You didn't particularly, not necessarily wanted a Ghanaian. You wanted a competent person, somebody who would bring good results. We've seen Kwesi Appiah and the pressure that he brought on the FA in terms of criticisms from Ghanaians. That's something that you don't particularly want again. So why did you settle on him again?
Well, I think, let me just make this correction. I think this is the first time that I think this is a very good decision that was taken by the Ghana Football Association. Not the fact because Kwesi is a Ghanaian, no, that's not in it. Yes, he is a citizen, but what you need to look at, where is his qualification? Among the laws that were invited, does he make the benchmark? If he makes the benchmark, then why not? Everybody will say, yes, he's been there before, but you need to look at the circumstances surrounding his first exit. Was there termination? Was there an anger? Was it something that was an uncomfortable situation? Can we forgive? Can we look forward in nature and say, let's move forward and forget about yesterday and think forward with the younger generation?
So can I ask why he left the first time?
Well, we all know the situation at that particular time. I mean, in being sincere to assess, everybody felt at that time that he was not up to that level and that there was a lot of pressure on him. And at the time, there was a time that even a technical director was even proposed to him in terms of late Ben Kofi. And he felt that, well, if I have somebody like this to assist me and every other thing, that I'll be able to do well. At the end of the day, there was nobody who terminated his appointment. There was nothing like termination or any other thing. It was a mutual understanding that, look, if I don't get these people, maybe I need to give way for maybe somebody to come in. But does not put a stop that he cannot return into his job or to the job again, because it's the job he loves, and he feels that being away for some time now has built him, has given him the confidence, he has toughened up his skin, he has seen from his past, and he has seen that if these are the things people thought were mistakes, well, I have crossed that bridge and I think I can make amends, and now I have what it takes. I've understood the people, good looking, is the same group of people I'm going to work with, apart from little changes that so we have to think the same way, positively. The important thing is Ghana football.
So you felt that within that 2 years, he's now up to the task to be coach of the senior Black Stars?
Without missing words, I think Kwesi has what it takes. He can do it now, and he can do it. It's not that he couldn't do it before.
What are we looking for? Are we looking for trophies? Are we looking for more qualifications? We've been places where we're looking for trophies as a people.
Well, it's important and very good for us to look for trophies, but I would think that that pressure should be taken off Kwesi. I will make that categorical statement that, yes, every tournament you want to go, you want to succeed, you want to win trophies. I mean, but at the end of the day, he's just coming. I think the pressure of trophy should not be the first key for us to go in. The thing for me is for him to build a formidable team, to build a formidable local, the Black Star that will be based on, I mean, have local influence that people will think that in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, we can count on these players to be able to move the nation forward. Given the pressure of just, for instance, we have Russian qualification, you say, okay, it should qualify the nation to Russia and then go and win the World Cup. That would be a big pressure. Or do you think that the AFCON in 2019 is just by the corner, he must win? I don't think. Yes, as a coach, he knows that that is an honor, that is a demand on him. He must, for him to succeed, to make his CV clean. I think he knows that those things are very important for him. But then that pressure for me, I think it should not be pushed so much. If we get it, yes.
For you, one of the things I think that we criticized him on was indiscipline in the camp of the Black Stars. What has changed now? Is the same Black Stars?
Yeah, you are right. But I'm always saying this, you know, if there's going to be a discipline on the coach, it will depend on the big men. That is.
If you say the big men, who are you talking about? The GFA?
The FA, everybody who is part of the national team, because maybe a player will come to me, and then he will report the coach to me, and then in front of the player, I'll say, oh, don't mind this coach. I'll talk to him, and then the coach, you know, Africa or Ghana in particular. This is something that is natural for us. A senior man is coming to you and he's trying to tell you something. Okay, no, he's sorry, do this, do this. Automatically, you know, we try to, do something. We think if we don't do that, it means it's like you don't respect the big man or something. But maybe the way the big man is going to tell the player in front of you, that will make the player, see that, no, I can do anything I like. If I go to see this big man, he can go and say something. But if we give them the chance that, okay, this is the coach, that is his decision, you can deal with the coach. They will know that the coach have power to do everything that he can do. But if those things start to come in, that is where the player will start to grow, you know, big. When the coach says something, oh no, I don't.
After
like
when
this.
I go and see a big man, you know,
they will come and
they will be quashed.
So that is where we need to stop those things. And if we stop those things and then we focus on the coach and coach, this is what we want you to do. Do it. Leave him alone. Let him do whatever he wants to do. If the thing is not going nowhere, my friend, you can't do it. But you try to do something for him, and then if the thing is not going nowhere, you hang him. I think we have to show the respect supposed to start from the big man towards the coach, and then the players also will know that no, this is how. Even if the coach, the big man cannot go in there, then it means me the boy, I can't do anything about it. So we need to see those things, and then that respect will come.
You seem to like Mr. Kwesi Appiah a lot. There's something that you know that we all don't know. I know that a lot of people really know scientific research yet, but people really are not convinced that he can do the job.
Why not? Football is a game of chance. Now maybe like Mr. Frank was saying, look, people will put pressure, we want to go to the World Cup, or we want to go and get the African Cup, or qualify and get the African Cup back, or whatever. That is everybody's dream in Ghana now. Everybody wants. But if you don't give the person chance to do that, how can he do it?
Haven't we given him that opportunity in the past?
Did he took us to the final? He did.
How many times have we been to the final?
He qualified us to the World Cup. Right? We beat Egypt 6-0, 6-2, 6-1, whatever. We brought in a white coach. What happened? It's a game of chance. Maybe this qualify is going to be very difficult for us, which nobody is dreaming that. But in football, 1% can change to get the 100%. But it happens maybe 100, maybe one thing will come up. You understand me? Kwesi Appiah can do it, and I believe that he can do it if we give him the chance. The first chance that we give him, I'm sure, 100% sure, that there is so many influence in there. And now that he's coming back, he needs to stand firm. Because that is the nature of Ghana. Even in this studio, he's here. Big men will come and tell you something, you want to do this. They will, you know, and because of respect, you forget to lose the kind of person you are or the kind of job you are doing. But at the end of the day, they will hang you because you are in the front line. So you need to stand firm.
Mr. Nelson, did you see a firm coach when you were interacting with Kwesi Appiah?
Yeah, Kwesi, for the time I knew him, especially from the time he left the job, we talk, and he's been a friend, he's been a colleague. I mean, I know him very well, and I see a lot of changes.
Hasn't he been bitter? I thought, you know, his initial leaving, he would be bitter. He would not want to do anything for Ghanaians to even witness. No, we didn't treat him quite well, did we?
Well, I will not say that he was not treated well, and I don't think he would say that either. But then again, for the fact that he's gone out of the job does not mean that there's no second chance. Everybody expects a second chance. Even as Christians, we equally expect a second chance in everything. That's why we expect that Christ will return for the second time. And that's the time where everybody's looking. And I believe that Kwesi, this second chance is a chance that I think that is a golden chance for him. It's a time for him to prove that I am the Kwesi that people know me when I was a player. I am the Kwesi people thought that I didn't have what it takes to handle the national team. I'm back and I'm going to show.
Isn't that in itself pressure?
No, I don't think.
Because it looks like now there's something that he has to prove to us.
Don't forget
that he's the man after all.
Yeah, as Kwesi is growing. If he was 43 then, by now he's 45. And as you grow in life, you grow into maturity. And a lot of experience comes into it. He must have thought about it. He must have reflected on situations. There are situations that must have made him take some decisions that must have brought him to the public, comments that he must have made, issues that he must have discussed, places where he is not supposed to discuss. And I don't think Kwesi will make such mistakes. He must have corrected himself. But I believe and I know that he will be able to make this country very proud. I'm just asking everybody to watch and see what Kwesi will do in this future. Yeah.
Beyond the 2-year contractual agreement, what are the engagements, the details of some of the things that you expect him to deliver?
Well, like I say, first of all, it is a net pressure situation. We know the situation now in terms of the first issue confronting us is Russia. And like I said, give or take, we want to qualify to Russia, we want to be in Russia 2018, we want to make it for the 4th time.
But it's not a must.
It is not a must. It is not a must. I mean, nobody's going to say, Kwesi, you got to do that, because we all need to look at the realities that confronts us. You need to be reality. We need to see that at the end of the day, what we are doing, if it's done to you, then you accept the same situation. So I don't think that would be
a possible qualification.
Yeah, possible qualification. If it does it, that is a big feather to his cap. If it does that, that would be a big feather to. I mean, not even just in Ghana, the whole world will applaud him.
Okay.
So that is what we are looking for. 2019 is coming, AFCON Cameroon, and I know as a player, as a captain of the former captain of this nation, Black Star, he would like to prove a point and make sure that he qualifies Ghana for 2019. It is not somebody who is not something you're going to put on the line and say, Kwesi, you must qualify us for 2019. But he knows that it's a demand on him, even from his family. I know the wife will tell him, Kwesi, you got to do something. So I know that he knows that it's a demand. It's not a pressure, but
so these are the 2 key things.
Yeah, and the important thing is to make sure. I mean, like I said again, when you look at the people like Christian Achu, the Wakasus that came up to this scene, they came under the tutorship of Kwesi Appiah. So we know that he has the eye. Kwesi can introduce boys. And the confidence is there. Somebody who interacts with the player, who comes to the local, who comes down. I mean, these are what the players look for. I mean, don't forget that we're just looking for players who will come up from this nation, not the players who just bring at any cost from outside the country. We want boys who are here. The Montaris all came from here. The SN, the Stephen Appiahs we are talking about. The Foyos we are talking about. He's sitting right from here. The Manuel Sekou, for them, all of them came from here. They all local boys. They were assembled from nowhere. And before we saw them, some of them were playing in high places, under 17, under 20, the Olympics games, Abladikoma, them, all of them, the world came from here. So the right person, I think, that will do that type of job again is Kwesi Appiah. And I think this is the time.
Foyo knows the players, the current players very well as well. Are these young people you think would give Kwesi Appiah the needed respect?
Yeah, they have to, and they should. Because if Kwesi Appiah, like I said, he has to be strong. This is what I want. If the person is doing something you don't want, and you feel like punishing the person, punish him. Don't listen to anybody. If you do to maybe Asamoah Gyan or Dede Ayew did something, and Kwesi Appiah take him out from the team, do you think the people following them, because they are the only strong two, players in the team, in the team now. You understand me? When you're talking about maybe the strong people. So if some of them did something and Kwesi Appiah said, no, you are out from the team, I don't think another person will follow. Because if Asamoah can go out from the team, or Dede can go out, Wakaso can go out, it means, for me, anytime, any moment, I can go. And if no big man will come in, you say, no, you know, this guy is the best in the team, you need to bring him, you know, Ghanaians talk too much, they say this. And then at the end of the day, you'll be like, okay, you let him come. Yeah. And then you compromise with them. Then you should know that there will be another Asamoah Gyan, there will be another Dede Ayew those who are going to do the same thing. What are you going to do to them? So you just need to be strong, and then everything will be okay.
Yeah. Mr. Nelson, one of the things that came out yesterday was also remuneration. We understand you're not paying him as much as you paid Avram Grant or as much as you would have paid anybody else who wasn't Ghanaian. Why is that?
No, I don't think that's the right statement. First of all, whatever he's been paid, I will confirm.
It's 35? Yeah. We had 35.
Is that what you heard?
Yes.
But whatever he's been paid, I know that it's his.
But it's not 35?
I'm not sure it's 35, but I don't want, because
it's more than 35.
It's his personal package. I don't want to discuss, because.
But as for the Black Stars, we all own the Black Stars.
Well, but
so it's better you don't keep some of these things away from us.
But you know the pressure in Africa. As soon as you disclose your salary, I'm sure some of your family members will sleep at your gates. So it is better for you to protect her. It's not just for the sake. So let's not get to that, because everybody will have you to pay his school fees. Everybody has his grandma sick. Everybody has an accommodation problem and school fees and every other thing. So the better you keep the person. I mean, if he decides to do that, that is his own opinion. So it is not wise for us to come and disclose information as to how much he owed. But I can tell you that what he's earning is above what he earned before. What he's earning today is probably above what he's earning where he is today. I mean, his job, the present job. And I think what he's earning today is something that will make him very happy, that even his family will be happy. That
so is it as the same peg as Avram Grant, or is it better than Avram Grant's?
Well, we all can have the same first degree in a institution, come to joy. We might not earn the same salary. Somebody will earn X, depend on their performance in the interview, or how you, convince your employers. So it depends. But all I can say, like, yes, categorically clear, he and Avram Grant are not earning the same salary. They are not earning the same salary. Okay. Yeah, in terms of, this one is not as high as Avram Grant's. Maybe there are other things that made him higher than Avram Grant's. Because you need to look at, in salary, we don't just talk about the cash. There are other remunerations that you might come up with that even might make him better than what are some. But in terms of the take home, Avram Grant's higher than his? Well, yeah, it is possible that Avram Grant could be on the higher level. But we say he's matured enough, he's up there, you know, he can handle the team. So why don't we make him richer? But you need, of course he's richer. I've just given you a statistics that he earns more than he was earning before. He's earning more than he's earning today in his present job, and I think that is equally richer. So it must not be estimated to match Avram Grant. But you need to look at down the line, the other coaches, how much do they earn? Avram Grant has not been the highest paid coach or the lowest paid coach. So I don't think there's a statistic that, or a yardstick that this is the benchmark that we get to go. It depends on your negotiation skill. Foyo is smiling. He wants to talk money, so let's talk money.
You know, Ghanaians are very smart when they are calculating dollars to cedis. You know. So, wonderful. To me, or for me, I don't even think we should even talk about how much we pay Kwesi Appiah. Because as soon as Ghanaians heard that Kwesi Appiah is taking this amount of money, the pressure started. Whenever he did something, why is he paying? He's taking this so much money. Look at what he's doing. Look at, you know, and he's our home. And you know, Ghanaians, even some of the coaches, their own colleagues, they're jealous about those things. Maybe when he was playing, he's playing better than Kwesi Appiah, but Kwesi Appiah is a coach. He's also a coach, but you should know that he has more qualities than you. And when they ask them to bring their people to bring their CVs, you don't bring your CV. And he took his own there, but they will be sitting back and, you know, gossiping, talking, even saying all sorts of things. So to me, I don't even want to even disclose what he's taking at all. If he's doing the job, let him do the job. But so far as he's happy, and that is what all the Ghanaians want him to be. The Ghanaians should know that once he's there, Now maybe they are giving him something more than before. Like Mr. Frank is saying, they're giving him something more than before. As soon as that thing comes out, me and myself, I'll go there.
You go and sleep at his gate. Mr. Nelson, are we maintaining the same assistant coach? How about those who will be supporting him? Has he got the opportunity to decide who he works with?
Well, that's a very good question, and I think we need to look at it either way. First of all, the appointing authority is the Ghana Football Association, just like we appointed Kwesi Appiah. So, but the good thing about it, he has the opportunity to say, I want to work with Mamavi, I want to work with for you. But at the end of the day, he's going to submit the names, and we need to look at it and say, those people made the requirement, the standard, because they're all people we know. You know, so at the end of the day, for instance, if he says, yes, I'm going to bring Mourinho as my assistant, the first thing we need to look at is the FA going to pay, are you going to bear the cost? So that's what we need to look at. So he knows that the FA is going to bear the cost, so he's not going to go on that level. So you need to look at around what we have and say, look, these are the people I think I can work. And we must give him the opportunity, because sometimes you cannot impose people to work with people because sometimes it does not go well with you. Let the person come with his own backroom staff. Then let's make comments and let's look at it and then give advice as, look, I don't think you can work with Foyo because I think Foyo has this character, Foyo has this, Foyo has done it before, it's not done. So we look at it in all that situation and be able to compete. It's important that
but Coach Kunedu is staying.
Well, you heard comments even from Kwesi Appiah. I mean, he's made comments, or maybe he must have spoken to people in terms of his backroom staff. He mentioned some names. So if he decides to bring those people and then we confirm that these are the ones he has brought to the table, because he needs to meet, the executive committee must meet and then look at it. If he comes and we look at it and say, look, yeah, we've worked with these people and they've given us results, and we think that you can work with them because we know Kwesi's character and we know the type of people he can work with now. So we must guide him, we must help him. It's not just giving him the job. We must be there to support him at all times, because it might not, I mean, two heads are always better than one. So we must give him the support as colleagues and as citizens of this nation to be able to achieve results for this nation, so that you in your studio will be happy, the children in Morning Star School will be happy, and those people, other people will be happy.
On your screens now, we've got a profile of the man who has been confirmed as the coach of the senior Black Stars, our national team, and he's been given a 2-year contract. Within that 2 years, Mr. Nelson, we can terminate that contract, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not cast in stone. I mean, anything can happen. He can come up and say, I don't want to work again after 1 year, based on his own reason. I'm just saying, for example. And then if we look at, there are so many reasons why appointment can be terminated. So it could be indiscipline, it could be non-performance, it could be health situation, it could be any situation that will come, it could be family issue, it could be personal. So, I mean, it's not that it must be 2 years, it must be 2 years. It's not like it's tied on. I mean, if anything could happen to that. If he comes up and says, look, I've worked for 10 months and I think I need to move out, I need to have a better offer somewhere and I can buy out the contract, we can terminate. I don't think there's anything wrong in doing that.
For you, one of the things that when you talk about Kwesi Appiah, one of the things that comes out is the fact that, you know, he hasn't really won any trophy, not with our team. So when you look at expectations, really, you don't know what to expect. Do you know what your expectations are specifically?
There are so many coaches, they never even play football before. They never play football before. But they are coaching, and they are coaching very well. So it's not about the cap, it's not about anything. It's about the job.
What is football without a cap?
When you are playing, it's different from when you are coaching. You can be there, you never won any trophy for the nation. But when you go into coaching, you exploit.
Do you see how what's the name of the team? This team in England.
Leicester?
No, I'm not talking about Leicester.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
That's my team. Fortunately, that's my team. That's my very good
So
team.
you have a lot of patience.
Yes.
But as Ghanaians, I'm not sure we have that kind of hearts.
Well, I think if you watch from...
How can a coach keep going without
I mean, we have been patient.
Major trophy?
And we keep looking forward, because 82 till today, we've been patient. There's nothing we can do. It's not in our hands. We do the best. We saw Ghana being appreciated by the whole world. We saw what we did in Mundial, South Africa. We saw what we did in Germany. We saw what, I mean, Cup of Nations. Yes, we've been there. It is not that we have not been there. But sometimes, football, you cannot take luck out of it. Luck can elude you for years. But you never know when it will smile. In terms of Kwesi Appiah not have won any trophy, I mean, I don't know the younger generation who was, I mean, I watched Kwesi Appiah as a player. I saw him play, and I know the determination. I know what it means for him, for the fact that I've never won a trophy, and now I'm a coach for the second time. This is an opportunity for me to do a turnaround, and I think this is an opportunity. Let's give him the chance. I believe this gentleman will be able to deliver, and maybe that trophy we are looking for is in the hand of Kwesi Appiah. So James is here. He will give us that trophy.
For you,
Yeah.
what should be the kind of, what support do you think we should give him? And be mindful that whatever you say, we probably will listen and take it in, but after a first, second game and we don't perform, we'll forget all about the things you've said.
You know, the only thing I want him to do is that, you know, he has to be strong. All the wrong things that he himself knows that he did before, he needs to correct those things and make things right. Because like my senior man is saying, my chairman is saying, you know, if you are a coach, you need to build players. That is number one. And he's capable of doing that because he has done it. He brought so many young ones in there, which they are now on top of the, national team. They are top players there. One thing I want Kwesi also to do is to build the local players. And to do that, you need people around him to be, conscious and try to help people who want to help him.
Yeah.
Choose the people who he himself think this one can help me to achieve my goal. This one can help me to achieve my goal. If he's able to do that and build it, because I'm telling you, Ghanaians want the local players to develop more than the foreign players. Well, I don't care about the foreign players because they are there, they have the exposure there, they can do whatever, they have the facilities, everything there. Even if they don't know anything, they can do something there. But here, if we don't help the local boys, I'm telling you, at the end of this squad, there will be no, players to back up this national team. So you need to build the local, because that is where we all came from.
Yeah.
I don't know anything before. I'm telling you, I'm kicking everything on the way. Everything I'll see on the way, so far as football is concerned, I'm kicking everything. But when we've been calling to the national team, maybe 50, 60 players to Winneba, and we'll be trying to, train, learning from each other, learning from each other. Maybe I know that I'm doing something wrong. I'll see Kwesi Appiah or I'll see Frimpong Mansu and Pia and other players, the way they're going in for tackling, the way they are taking ball from people, and I'll learn from them. Because we are stars. Everybody is star and from other teams, and then coming together. So it's good if we go back to that style, and that will help. That will help a lot, and it will also grow and make the local league strong. Yeah,
Mr. Nelson, this is a good call. Okay. But the local league, what's happening to the league? What's happening to the clubs? What's happening to the under 17? Those are the people who graduate and come into the Black Stars. So if we want to make it strong, we have to make it strong from those levels. How are we helping him in this regard?
Well, I think if you realize that the FA is taking the coast team very serious, we have come back. At the time, the coast team went a little bit off. And when I talk about the coast team, I want to remember players like Emmanuel Osei, Kufo, them, all those people who came on that level. And they find at the time they were under 17, under 19s again, we started relying on foreign-based players to be for. But that's not the system we knew before, because that was not where the Ali Jaras, them, all of them came. That the team that gave us that strong, the under 17, we saw the bands and all these things that, those players we saw those days. We found that these boys were the boys who came from the coast, and then they had what they belong, the heart of the nation. They have not been exposed. They're just there dying to play out and get it there. And I think it's affected our under 17, under 20. We must be factual in statements. I think those issues are, but going back to the coast team, now we're doing the national under 15 nationwide now. It's just to revert back to those systems, because we realize that that's where we got lost, and now we need to get back to those systems. But I believe if these systems are placed well or put in place very well, I believe those results will begin to see the Alice Jaras and all this, the Emmanuel Osekufo, the Ishmael Adu, the Afriyie, them, all these players. You will begin to see them again. And it's not late. It's better for you to realize where you've gone wrong.
This Kwesi Appiah's appointment has gotten all of us talking again about the Black Stars. But really, when they are playing these days, we care very little about what they are doing on the pitch. We've talked about how the love has been missing. Do you feel that he's the man to bring us back to the team? Are we going to begin to love the Black Stars again and care about them when they are playing?
Well, we have no other option. That's the only option we have. I always like to give people example. For instance, in England, when you look at England, even, I mean, they all play by community. You see how teams support. No matter how bad Liverpool is doing, no matter how bad Tottenham is doing, no matter how bad Arsenal, the stadium is always packed. We have no other national team. If you have any other national team, maybe you want to support Togo national team, or you want to support Khartoum national team, or you want to support Libya national team. For me, that's your option. But what we have is Ghana. We have no other option. When the national team is playing, all of us must wear that jersey. We must support. We must sing. We must give. We must make the people who are playing.
Do you feel that that love is no more?
Yeah, of course, we've seen, I mean, we've seen the attendance, we've seen the comments in the media, we've seen, I mean, reportage and everything. We find out that that love has gone a little bit away. If the National Blaster is playing, I mean, let's take back 2006 to 2010 when the Blaster is playing. Ohinijan Stadium, packed, nowhere to get it. People are even trying to buy ticket, double price, you cannot get it.
These days you have to go to Baba Yara.
Okay, that's okay. We'll go to Bavaya because it has a bigger capacity in any case, so that's okay. But what I'm saying is that I think we have no other products. It might go bad, but at the end of the day, it takes us to bring it back. If we depart from it, nobody will fix it.
Is he the man to bring it back?
That's the man that has come now.
Yeah?
I'm telling you, that's the man. Not because he's a citizen, but that's the man with the character. That's the man with the humility. That's the man with the thinking. That's the man who has gone in before. That's the man who is coming for the second time. And I have all conviction, they believe that Kwesi Appiah is the right man. And some of us, come rain, come shine, darkness or light, will give him all the support that he needs. Kwesi Appiah will know that he has a lot of people backing him and he cannot fail.
That's for you. Is he the man to bring us back the love? Did you also feel it though? Did you feel that, you know, the love for the Black Stars?
Yeah, that one there is there. Since, I think, Brazil. That is...
But he was the man in charge, eh?
Yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure. But at the end of the day, so many people made the mistakes. But at the end of the day, he became the scapegoat. You understand me? So let's talk about the fans. Ghanaians, I mean, went away from the national team since Brazil. But I'm always saying that, you know, like Mr. Frank is saying, this is what we have. You don't have anything anywhere. So the only thing we have to do is just to forget the past and move forward. They need us. The boys, they need us. If we support them and they know that we are supporting them, whatever mistake that they have done before, they will try and make it. Because they say, Charlie, the guys are behind us, so this time don't let us fail them.
Okay.
But if we don't do those things, we start, you know, this, our team coming everywhere, here and there. Those sometimes it brings them down. And they're scared to go out and do what they have to do.
Okay.
So we need that. So we need the support.
I'm grateful for this conversation. We wish Mr. Kwesi Appiah definitely the very best. But your love for Hearts, is it back as well?
No, as for Accra folk, I still have the love. Whether they are losing or they are winning, I still have the love for them.
Are you proud to say that you once played for the team now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always proud. Though they are not doing well at this moment, but I'm still proud that because they are part of the people who made me who I am.
Okay. Now. I've been supporting them. I kind of left them to maybe Kpando Hearts of Lions. There's a Hearts there, so. Mr. Nelson, thank you so much for your thoughts as well.
It's a pleasure having you this morning. Thanks for the opportunity.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Nelson. We thank you really for watching not only this segment, but being a part of our entire show for today. We will see you, God willing, tomorrow, Thursday. Enjoy your Wednesday and definitely stay with us right here on Joy News.